Okay, good evening. Welcome to
FamilyMath number 602.
FamilyMath 602. So we just watched a cool video Roy Wiggins shared with us, and what did that video show?
It was the slices of a hypercube and a cube.
Slices of a hypercube and a cube. And when you made those slices, do you know how the cube was standing when you made those slices?
It was on one corner, like this.
Yeah, it was standing up like that, and you were slicing in planes like across. Like, so the cube was standing on a corner, and you were slicing planes, cutting it this way. And what shapes did you make when you sliced the cube?
It was triangles.
Triangles.
And then they got bigger. And then they made a hexagon, and then it turned back into triangle, and it went back to a hexagon.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And what would happen if I did slices with the cube standing like this? What would those slices look like?
Just squares.
Just squares, that's right. So when we move into the fourth dimension, that four-dimensional cube that we've been studying, we're going to take a look at some shapes in just a second that we also saw in Kelsey Houston-Edwards' video and in Roy Wiggins' video. But first I want to talk about like a more usual way that four-dimensional cubes are introduced. So you start with a point, and then it slides.
Yeah.
What does it create when it slides?
A line.
And then you take a line and it slides, and what does that create?
Square.
And you take a square and it slides.
Cube.
Cube. And then you take a cube and it slides, and what do you get?
So hypercube.
Hypercube. Yeah. And so when I take slices of these shapes in the same direction that they're sliding, like when I take slices of the square in the same direction that line was sliding, what do I get as the slices?
You get lines.
Lines. And when I take slices of the cube in the same direction the square was sliding, what shape do I get?
Squares.
Yeah. Now it's hard to show where that cube is sliding, right? Because where is it sliding?
Sliding in the fourth dimension.
Yeah. So do we have the fourth dimension? No. If we filmed upstairs, would we have it?
No.
Oh, why not?
It's still in the third dimension.
Oh, okay. But if I took slices of the cube in that same fourth dimensional direction that was sliding, what would I get?
A cube.
I'd get cubes, yeah. But that's not what Kelsey Houston-Edwards was doing, or what Roy Wiggins was doing. What was their hypercube doing?
You were taking slices of it when it was like standing up like this.
Yeah, when it was doing the equivalent of standing on its edge. And those slices started out as
The tiny tetrahedron.
tiny tetrahedron. Maybe I can zoom in here. Move it over to here. Tiny tetrahedron. Then we got a
Bigger tetrahedron.
bigger tetrahedron. And what was this shape?
It was sort of like a snub tetrahedron.
A snub tetrahedron. And then when we got to the middle, what did that snub tetrahedron turn into?
Octahedron.
And then as we go back, now these are actually upside down, but I can't put the tetrahedrons upside down. So but you'll just have to imagine them being upside down. There's our sequence.
Yeah.
Now, when you have a bunch of squares fitting together, it's kind of easy to understand that makes a cube, right?
Yeah.
Harder to see how these shapes form together to form a hypercube, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So what I want you to tell me is, what do you think from these shapes a hypercube looks like? A four-dimensional cube. When you know the slices are shaped like this, what do you think that tells you about the hypercube
Well, they
shape?
should be like stacked on top of each other in some way. Like all the slices, you put them together and they would make the hypercube. So they might be like stacked on top of each other in some way.
Okay. They might be stacked on top of each other in some way.
So it would be made up of these shapes.
Okay. Where would they be stacked? In what dimension?
In the fourth dimension.
Somehow they're stacked together in the fourth dimension.
Like this, sort of.
Yeah, so that when you take
It's hard to see. It's hard to see how.
Yeah, it is hard to see how. So what do you think? What do you think it looks like?
Well, it's kind of hard to imagine.
Yeah, I know it's hard, but can you imagine it at all?
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say about it?
Well, it might have some square faces,
Okay.
and then but it wouldn't be like it's not like entirely. It's not a cube. It wouldn't. It would be like maybe I would be like a cube and then some cubes inside it.
Okay. Do these shapes give you any indication that you're going to have cubes?
Not really.
Not really.
But it was the same for the cube. The triangles and the hexagons didn't really relate to the square faces.
No, they didn't. You're right. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Yeah, I'm very confused. I had never seen this slicing up of a hypercube before into these sort of more triangular figures. But it's pretty neat, and it's amazing that it's an octahedron in the middle.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, Ben.